actually a corner known as the Corner Bakery.
Please subscribe show. YouTube Cole Spivey. Yeah, man.
And this is South Lake Square at nighttime. Looks like they have a statue right here. This might be a worthy vlog. It's a father kneeling down with son. What I used to do with my son back when we were all together before my wife took off and left because, well, because life isn't perfect. So Linda just sent the message, Troy Kotzer got Best Actor. I thought it was going to go to Will Smith. I was wrong. I didn't see Coda, so Coda's probably going to get Best Picture and maybe Best Direction. So it's going to be Kotzer that won. He just now won for Best Actor. Congratulations. Haven't heard of him. I'm doing research on him right now. What you know. Sorry about that, Will. You know, it was interesting at the Actor Studio when he was being interviewed. He was saying, you know, you can't win. That's what he said. I was like, hey, wait a minute. You can win. You can win. I believe you can win. But he was making a statement about life. He was being philosophical. This is when he was playing Ali. But anyway, I thought it would be Will. Anyway, so it went to this guy, Troy Kotzer, from the movie Coda, which I think is going to get a lot of attention. Congratulations, Troy. So CODA stands for Child of Deaf Adults. So that's what the movie is winning a lot of awards right now. And Troy Kotzer won for Best Actor, or it was nominated for a lot of stuff. They got their Christmas wreath. I texted Linda, asked her, you know, gave her a question mark. She said, nothing's going on, but Reba McEntire. I don't know. I guess Reba McEntire is doing something. I don't know. All right, so Linda got it wrong. It was Best Supporting for Troy Kotzer, so Will may still win. I thought that she was wrong about that. I just looked it up just now. It was Best Supporting Actor that Troy Kotzer won. Belinda said, you know, Best Actor. Obviously, Best Supporting is a Best Actor nomination, or it's a winner, but it's the Best Supporting Actor. So I apologize if you're watching the show. Linda said Best Actor, and she meant Best Supporting Actor, which was Troy Kotzer from CODA, which stands for Child of Deaf Adults. So I got that. So I don't know. I mean, Will probably will win. So I guess I thought she was talking about Best Actor, or she wrote Best Actor, but she meant Best Supporting. So we'll find out by the end of the night. I feel kind of bad because I think I'm going to leave that segment where I make the mistake and then go back and then I correct it. I don't know. I might as well, because I'm not able to really watch it. I am able to watch, this is interesting, because I am able to go into YouTube and watch clips from the Oscar even tonight, which is only like 9 o'clock, so it lags around an hour or so, maybe 30 minutes, and they're uploading little segments of it. So I'm able to see kind of the vibe of it, you know, and they called up a bunch of people for COVID testing. It was like, I think Bradley Cooper got called up on stage, and then there was, Will Smith, I don't think he went up there. Denzel Washington, I think he stayed back too. Javier Bardem, I didn't see him go up there either. Anyway, it looked kind of like, one of those jokes that, it gets played onto you like in high school or college or something, where they call you up in front of everybody to kind of embarrass you. But, they're bringing awareness to COVID. So, anyway, I got another message from Linda. So I'm in Capel in these apartments, whatever they're called. They're like a maze. Well, the Oscars are still on. It doesn't really matter if I get back or not. I can't pick up Channel 8 on my antenna. I got one of those leaf antennas. Even the military has them. They're just like those little square antennas that are flimsy. It won't pick up Channel 8. And I haven't been able to pick up Channel 8 or ABC for, 10 years. So I'll just get the information from Linda. She's sending me information about the winners and stuff like that. Plus, I can also go to Google and I can just put in 94 or 94th Academy Awards of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, and it'll actually tell you updated information on the winner, the current winner. That's how I found out the supporting actor was Troy Kotsur from Coda. So I'll probably just do that and finish up the vlog at home. I got to pick up this Indian food from Irving first and drop it at the doorstep. I don't know how long that'll take. And then I'll just head back to Fort Worth, finish it up from there. All right, this one's called Saravana Bhavan. Right, Dab in Irving. Drop this one off and head back to Fort Worth. I just found out that Best Supporting Actress is Ariana DeBois. So scratch that whole Rachel thing. So I got that one wrong. That would have been a different one. Santosh. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Watch how incredibly crowded this place is. Place is packed. They're all in there just like sticking curd snacks. It's like, I don't know. They ate a lot of curd, mostly vegetarian. The whole thing is a vegetarian restaurant though. It smells okay, it's not too bad. Listen, I'm terribly sorry. Linda, she didn't give wrong information completely, but Ariana's debuts, I guess we're both kind of wrong on some of it. She's the one for West Side Story. So I jumped the gun and thought it was Rachel that won, but it was another actress from West Side Story. I'm gonna get all this straight later. I mean, you obviously know it. You can look it up on Google, but I think that was the only one I made a mistake. And of course, thinking that Troy Kotsur from Coda was the best actor, and it was actually best supporting. So I really do feel it is going to go to Will Smith for King George. So that's kind of the, it's not really upset. It was just, she just sent a text saying best actor from Coda, and I was like, oh great, and that was best supporting. So I should have known that. I should have done a little more research. And we're going into computer land right here. This is like IT area to drop off food for friends. Linda and I actually vlogged that off my Samsung 8. It's like a bell tower looking thing that has words on it. It's an art project that's been released here. It's really cool. I'm in Cypress Waters. It's like, it's laid out like almost like a motherboard on a computer. If you fly over it, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of a cool little area. It's got tons of apartments all over the place. It's known as Cypress Waters. There's some artwork right here from Cypress Waters. It's pretty cool. They got artwork all over this area. It's pretty cool. All right, and this one looks like, I don't know what that is really. It's some kind of artwork right here for Cypress Waters, which is right here. Oh, we got a green light. Okay, so I guess I got Linda kind of hooked on the Academy Awards. Sorry about some of the misinformation, but I got some of it right. Anyway, they're about to announce Best Picture, and I don't know. She hasn't said anything about Best Actor yet. I guess she skipped that part. I'll check it out in a minute, but she just now said that they're about to announce Best Picture, so it's 9:55 or 9:56, and that means it's probably 7:56 California time. From all the hype and everything, I'm going to say Best Picture is Coda. C-O-D-A. So Dune, Dennis Villeneuve, he won for a lot. So he got for editing, he got for visual, he got for sound. So Dune won for sound. It won for cinematography. We're talking multiple awards. So Dune this time around, and I'm not talking about David Lynch, I'm talking about Dennis Villeneuve. This time around, Dune actually did very well. So it is a worthy sci-fi film. I like the David Lynch version, but you know, they wanted to do a remake, so they really paid attention to what they were doing. But regardless, it looks like a very saga-style movie, and I just found out it won for editing too. So sound and visual effects, cinematography. Dune's taking home a lot of Oscars. So they're taking home a lot of bad boy Oscars tonight, and we're just about to find out about Best Picture. Also, Best Supporting went to Troy Kotzer for Coda. So I'm gonna definitely have to go see Coda when it hits Redbox. Which that should be a lot of these will be hitting Redbox soon. Surprised I didn't hear anything about Pig with Nicolas Cage. I didn't hear anything about that. Best Original Screenplay, I was wrong about that one too. I thought it was going to go to P.T. Anderson. It didn't. It went to Belfast. So that's Kenneth Branagh's personal story. But anyway, originals, I don't know if Kenneth Branagh wrote it, but I know that he was behind it. Probably his direction, or at least his producer. I'll have to find out about that. But anyway, Belfast won for original screenplay. Adapted screenplay went to Coda. Anyway, so there was a lot of them that went to Coda, and a lot of stuff that went to Dune. Production design also on Dune. So it's like almost 7 awards Dune has taken home tonight. Go Dune. All right, I just found out Will Smith won. I told you I was right. The Troy Kotzer thing was Best Supporting. So anyway, yeah, I knew he would win. So Samuel L. I met both of them. I met Samuel, not at the same time, but I met Samuel there at the new school, and I met Will Smith when he was working on Ali. I met Samuel L. when I don't know what he was working on at the time. He was the most worked actor. Samuel L. Jackson was the most worked actor at the time when he was interviewed. But he did mention Star Wars, because he played a Jedi in Star Wars, and one of my friends threw one of the action figures at Will Smith, and he signed it. Not Will Smith, I'm sorry. Action figures at Samuel L. Jackson, and he actually signed it for him and threw it back. They're pretty cool. I mean, Will Smith, I got to talk to him about Bagger Vance, and he talked to me about Robert Redford and some of the philosophy that was going on. He said, think of yourself as just a twig in the Nile. But he also said something that was interesting. He said, you can't win. And I don't really know exactly what he meant that night, but when he was being interviewed by Lipton, they were talking a lot about Ali, because he played Ali. And I guess it was some kind of thing. He at the time, he was eating nothing but swordfish and broccoli. And he was like, he didn't even really look like Will Smith at that time. But I knew he was going to win tonight. So this is his night where you do win. So I throw that back at him, because you can win. And he did win. So this is a good thing. So Will Smith used to be a rapper. And what was interesting is the time when he was being interviewed at the new school, every student there knew the entire lyrics to Fresh Prince but me. I didn't know all the lyrics. I rarely ever watched Fresh Prince. I knew some of them, but I did know some of his other lyrics to some of his raps. And one of the stories about Will, back when he was a rapper, is when he first started off, in his hometown or in his area that he lived at, and it's somewhere up north, they used to pull over on the side of the highway and they'd do rap battles. And the car would be waiting and they would stop, have the lights on each other, and they'd do this like rap battle, which was like improv solo. So he's come from a rapper to probably now one of our best actors, which I Am Legend is also a great one that he did, which is a great sci-fi film if you're into sci-fi films that are like Omega Man. But this one for tonight, King George, when I saw the trailer, I knew, yep, it's like Dustin Hoffman style disguise kind of thing, where you don't even really recognize the actor very well. Because to me, whenever I saw it, I was like, I didn't even recognize Will Smith in the role. I didn't see. I saw just the character that he was playing. So it was very intriguing, almost magical in a way. So I'm glad that he won. There's a motorcycle, and it's cool because I actually did meet him and talk to him and everything. So this is a really cool moment, especially for the actor studio too, because he was interviewed there. So, you know, kudos for Will Smith and his new Oscar, his first time winning. All right, so some good films to see, of course, is King Richard, which is with Will Smith, and yeah, he won for Best Actor for that. Another one, of course, I always call it the Scottish play because I don't say the Mick, part because I'm superstitious. I was trained also as a Shakespearean actor, which Denzel Washington actually looks pretty good in that one. Another one I think is going to be as good as Coda, which I think that's going to be Best Picture tonight. That's a good one to go see. And I don't know, I don't see anything wrong with Licorice Pizza, although it didn't win hardly any awards, so I was wrong about that. But anyway, I want to head back to Fuel City. If I accidentally said King George rather than King Richard, I'm sorry. I just didn't get to see the movies. I got to see the trailers. I've just been too busy. The only one I got to see this whole run was Pig with Nicolas Cage. I don't know. I'll probably rent some of these from Redbox and talk about them later. I do movie reviews when I can. It's kind of something I started doing when I first started all this and everything. I got to get some gas. Vlog's not over yet, but anyway. So if you don't know who I am, I studied at the Actor Studio, the New School University, back in the day of like 2001, 2002. So I've had like some training and like method acting and things like that. And also in LA too, I trained with Simone, which is Diane Salinger. So I used to be an actor, and now currently vlogger. All right, so it's 3:69 at Fuel City, so that's good news. Yeah, it's crazy. Later, I was talking to this dude in there, and he was talking about how Will Smith slapped some Chris Rock or something for making jokes. Like they're talking about it in a gas station in Texas. This is like off of Blue Mound and Fort Worth. That quick. That's how famous that guy is. All right, we're dealing with 369. Someone's working their bass over there, big time. But anyway. We're headed back. It's a pretty good deal. Alright, so here's some mistakes, if you want to say they're mistakes, that I made tonight. One thing, it's called King Richard, not King George. I'm driving for the love of God. I'm delivering food. Okay. Cucumber tea. Trying to get off this Dutch angle. Okay. Alright. So it's King Richard. Will Smith won for King Richard tonight. Don't know about Coda yet, so I'm about to find out Best Picture. I'm thinking it'll be Coda. Original screenplay did not go to Licorice Pizza, but original screenplay actually went to Belfast. We'll find out about that a little bit later too. Movies take time to study. We know Bradley Cooper was called on the stage for possible COVID testing, which was a joke. Saw some of that. Bradley Cooper's at like every Academy Awards, pretty much, almost. They might as well host it. Or they might as well just call it the Cooper Awards. No, I'm joking. I'm thinking. Okay. So, we also know that Best Adapted Screenplay went to Coda. And we'll get the name of the writer on that one. It starts with an S. We also know that the Academy Awards has been going on for 94 seasons. And the rumor is the name Oscar came from the executive secretary of the motion picture, or the Academy of Motion Pictures of Arts and Sciences. She had an uncle that was named Oscar, and she thought it looked like the Oscar. That was another thing that we found out tonight. Also, Dune won like 8 awards, 8 Academy Awards, and it took home like editing, sound. It took home cinematography, special effects, all this stuff. So it did very well in that genre of winning awards. It's not really a genre of winning awards, but in that sound and technical aspect of movie making, special effects and things like that. We also know that this might be the first time a rapper has taken home an award, because Will Smith was once a rapper. So we can do research on that. First time a rapper, someone that used to be in hip hop, has taken home an Academy Award for Best Actor. And I met Will Smith. I met Will Smith when I was a new school student at the Actor Studio in 2001, 2002 when they came in new school. He was doing Muhammad Ali. I got to talk to him. He's a pretty cool guy. All right, so we know that happened. Don't know Best Picture yet. We're gonna find out. Oh, right. Troy Kotsur. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, or Kotsur. He actually won for Best Supporting Actor for Coda, which was a cultural film about the deaf community. CODA stands for Children of Deaf Adults. Looks like a really good film, and I'm thinking that might win Best Picture. So far, Licorice Pizza didn't take home anything. They only made fun of Bradley Cooper. See, Bradley, I was in cohort 8, and Bradley was in, I believe, I want to guess cohort 5. And the teachers would talk about him and so the female teachers would kind of swoon. And they were really serious when they would talk about him, about things that he did. He did The Elephant Man as his thesis when he was there at the Actor Studio, and a lot of people were talking about him, but he was not famous at that time. People, the school knew him. He had landed a small role on Alias, and we did not know that he was going to take off to this iconic stage. Lipton guessed it. James Lipton guessed it. James Lipton told his parents that he was going to go all the way, and he did. So James Lipton, even though he's passed away, rest in peace, had actually been behind a lot of movie stars, including Sarah Jessica Parker, because Sarah Jessica Parker was in Annie and had worked with Bob Hope, and he was behind some of that too. And Lipton was a pretty big deal. I got to sit right next to Lipton and talk to him many times. He even invited me to a place called Beetlejuice, which is a studio where they actually edited the Bravo show inside the Actor Studio. And I got to sit in the room right next to Lipton as he was editing. So I even talked to Lipton one time at lunch. He was a very down-to-earth person, a studier of the method and of the Actor Studio. Very exciting for me tonight, because I feel kind of like Will Smith is kind of, in a way, kind of a peer, but also a teacher, because he was there when he was doing Muhammad Ali as a teacher. We were his students. I guess peer is not the right word, but still, in a way, he was also learning too. He was still learning about acting too at that time, coming out from another, side of art, which was music, going into acting. He was talking about how he has a love for acting and all this stuff. So I'm a pretty fortunate person, regardless of whatever happens and what my future is. And tonight, it seems like a friend of mine had won something good. Even though I only spoke to Will Smith for just a short while, you meet someone when you speak to them. You exchange dialogue. There's something that happens eye contact wise. He had said, I remember a lot of the things the actors had said to us. You remember them and you store them in a component, so for maybe that you could take from. And he mentioned also something that he did from 6 Degrees Separation. It was one of the first roles he really started taking off with acting, and then started finding his rhythm in acting and finding his way. Then later on, after I got married, I came back to Fort Worth. I saw I Am Legend, and I was blown away. I was like, this guy's actually really good. But now that he's won, I'm like, wow, now he's an Academy Award-winning actor and everything. It's cool that Samuel L. introduced him, because Samuel L. came that year too at the new school as well. So anyway, God bless all of you. This is kind of a cool night. I'm still going to find out who won Best Picture. I'm always kind of excited around the Academy Award night. Today has been kind of a busy day. I could feel that energy, even though it was coming from California. I'm all the way here in Fort Worth. Because in one way or another, I know it's just YouTube, and this is going on for 7 minutes and 57 seconds, but there is a connection. Because in one way or another, there is a side of me, Linda just sent me a message, that in a way is acting. This is not really completely me. It's you never really see, only God can really see who you really are. We always are acting and presenting something that is somewhat true, and at times I feel somewhat false at times too. I think we do wear a mask in one way or another at times. We try to reveal how God sees us to you, but only God can really see in us, I think, as who we really are. And as actors or vloggers or those types of people, we do try to entertain, and part of it is for entertainment, but we also try, I think, to deliver a message of humanity. And this has been a hard time for race, you could say, a hard time for people of different cultures. And I think this could be a way of realizing that maybe in a way we are kind of similar, because of our humanity. That's what we reveal. Anyway, good night. I'll find out Best Picture. That's probably where the message came through, and we'll see you the next time. Oh, and please subscribe. All right, it's been a crazy night. It has been one crazy night. Especially for Chris Rock. Because he got hit in the face.